Here I'm on my way home, and I'm looking at the destruction of our road. we have a few heavy trucks that come the way, and of course they really mess up the road, but constant use by me and by our few neighbours that have a vehicle certainly help to make this road pretty crappy. What can we say? So yeah, I've been up to the Taliban, and it is one of the downsides that there's no power, so there's no point in me waiting there for 4 hours. So I'm going home, and I'll find a couple of things to do at home. But you can have a look now at how difficult the road can be. You can see that on the side there's over here, you can see that there's a deep ditch. This is a place here on the left, over on the left here, where we got stuck the other day, even in the Raptor, and it wants to put you down there again. So you can't relax on this road, because what happens is that as the drainage changes and a great deal of rain falls, then the amount of water that's lying there that can't get away is huge. And over the last few days we've had pretty well non-stop rain, and you can see by the sky it's grey in every direction. Looking around, and we are getting up in altitude now, up into the mountains, and so we're looking around and we're on top of the world. And this is the kind of thing now that you can see that I love to see. Here's a man and his son, and they're transporting rice. Oh, is it a man and his son, or a son and a son? Hi, how are you doing?
Doing great.
And here's people now walking. Very, very difficult. It's easy, very easy to fall. This is a lady that I think. Hi. I was thinking that that's the lady that seamstress that does work when we need it. Yeah, the lady I thought that was is a seamstress, and she alters our clothes when we need it. When I travel this road, which I do pretty well every day, I can't help but go back to my childhood. When I see, especially when I see a young lad there, the young boy that was standing by the Carabao, can't help but think back to my own childhood in Manchester, cobblestone streets, and a different kind of life. What you saw there with the Carabao and towing a bamboo, shall we call it a sled, a bamboo sled, and it had a lot of what looked like rice on the back there, and that was not the father of the child. That was the older brother, what in the Philippines they call kuya. So let's say that his name is Jim. The little boy would refer to him as Kuya Jim. meaning older brother, and the emphasis on respect is very high. I posted a picture from when we did a giveaway up in the mountains, away from us, not close, away from us, and we had been given a part that we were given a box by a family. I think it was South Jersey in America. So this family had said that the parcel was filled with lots of different stuff that we were to give away, but it had, by watching the videos that we had done and other videos of life in the Philippines and how hard it can be, her children had gone into their bedrooms and they had taken out toys and clothes and stuff that they had simply grown out of, and they shared those with whoever we wanted to give them to in the Philippines here. So one of the things that we went into a very small, what amounted to just a little barrio or village, tiny little place in the mountains, and the little boy that was in that post, he came to me and he took my hand and he pressed my hand to his forehead, which is acknowledging the elder. It's a sign of respect. And I said that it was also a thank you. Somebody else said, no, it's just a sign of respect. But the little boy was clutching, you couldn't see it in the picture, but he was clutching a pair of nice shoes that had been given by a young kid in South Carolina, in South Jersey. And that gift was tremendous in terms of what that little boy would feel. And it took a great deal of courage for him to come up to a foreigner and show respect. Maybe one of the other people that were there told him he could do that, and he did it, and then he ran home, and I'm sure he ran home to take his prized pair of shoes with him to show his mom. Here we are now, and this part of the road is absolute chaos. And the danger here is that the truck feels as if it wants to go off to the right. Okay, that's the point there where it wants to go off to the right. And on the right, all you'll be seeing is some tallish grass, but that was put there to stabilize the edge. Now we're over on the left, not by my choice, but by the ridges in the ground. And now I've got to try to get out of that. I'm turning my wheels, but it doesn't make any difference. And I really need to be over to the right now to get into those grooves. That's Julio's house there. Okay, so far so good. As long as I stay in these grooves, then we'll make it onto the concrete. And this concrete strip we put in ourselves, obviously. We built that whole road, and now we're onto our little bridge. And now we go right up onto the top of the hill. as the rain has been off, at least for this morning, the dogs are out. Okay, that's it from me. We're home.